Hey everybody, welcome back to No Stone Face Reactions. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and we're watching more Jujutsu Kaisen. We got some comments here, so let's see what people got to say. We got Pedro Kemerick, who says from the Kyoto Sister School Exchange Event Group Battle 3. Funny enough, Bleach is one of the animes that most inspired Gege Akutami to make Jujutsu Bleach, Yu Yu Hakusho, and Hunter x
You kind
Hunter.
of ran that on to make Jujutsu, Bleach, Yu Yu Hakusho, and Hunter x Hunter.
There wasn't like any punctuation in between it, so I just read it's like, oh, Jujutsu Bleach. I didn't know they had that.
Yeah, so Bleach, Yu Yu Hakusho, and Hunter x Hunter are their inspirations, they are saying, for Jujutsu Kaisen. Which I
hmm
already know that there's a character for Bleach that Toto is inspired upon, which is
Oh
why
yeah.
I chose them as my favorite character, because that other character is my favorite character from Bleach.
Now you got two versions of your favorite character. It's
Nah, I
great,
mean,
isn't
I
it?
do not feel like Toto is apparently inspired by him, and I think he's inspired in like one way
hmm
only. Otherwise, I think if you put these two characters side by side, they would not be the same at all.
Totally fair. Yu Yu Hakusho was one of my favorites for a little while, so I could definitely see some of that in there. Meanwhile, Hunter x Hunter, I don't know.
I know Team Four Star says that the demon tournament arc from Yu Yu Hakusho is the best tournament arc in anime, but I disagree.
Right, that's fair. It does still get drawn out forever, like every tournament arc, but it has good drama in there.
Well, I mean, literally, you got the guy playing the flute. He's one of the contestants. It's like, okay, I think I'd side with Chunin exams more than the demon
Mhm.
tournament arc.
Yeah. But let's see. Next response here is from OMO from the Kyoto Sister School Exchange Event Group Battle 3. Yes, you had it backwards. Mai is basically the weakest, while Maki is one of the strongest students. It is said that Nobara, Hammer, and Mai, Revolver, had retired. Maki, Glasses, is obviously still in the race. Toto has no interest in Mai whatsoever. Don't know what made you believe otherwise. He's only expressed interest in Takada and Yuji. Don't blame you for feeling like the misogyny speech was a little out of place, but I thought it was great, seeing as this episode focuses almost entirely on the female students duking it out. Can't wait for you guys to get to the film in season 2.
When Toto first meets everybody and goes into his spiel about what kind of girls do you like,
hmm
he goes into his whole thick bottom girls thing, and the camera zooms over to Mai and like pans down on her in a very obvious fashion. So that's what leads me to believe that Toto likes Mai, because the camera did that, and also Toto hangs around with Mai all the time, and they talk about one another.
I guess we're talking about levels of like then. But with
Well,
Toto, there's two levels. I'm fighting you, and you're a star.
I mean, there's not even levels. The commenter says Toto has no interest in Mai whatsoever, whereas
hmm
the show has indicated to me that they are a part of the pair up. Like, he invites her to go out to do the things that he enjoys. The camera focused on a feature of hers that Toto says I like in girls. And she's in his dreams. She's in his fucking dreams. I don't get where you say he has no interest in Mai whatsoever.
You know what? I'll actually go double down. Maybe the misogyny speech was perfectly placed.
What do you mean?
I mean, with the male gaze shifting around everywhere.
It's not the male gaze. It's the camera. I mean,
That's what the male gaze is when the camera focuses for the audience onto the thing all the dudes want to see, which is the butt.
I don't think that's valid. Only because it was the subject of conversation. If it was like when you're doing the thing where two characters are talking and then for no reason whatsoever the camera is like, let's look at their face but between the other character's legs, looking up at them. That's the male gaze because it's apropos of nothing. Toto was talking about girls with big butts. Then we looked at a girl with big butt. It's not the male gaze there.
Perhaps the whole conversation is guilty.
Well, I mean, it's not the male gaze there for the reason you say. I could see what you're saying now. It's the male gaze because it's a guy talking about it, and then literally. But he's not looking, though. That's my point. He's not looking at it. The camera shifts, and then I can't blame the camera shifting because it's shifting to the subject of conversation. It's no
Still done for the
different.
Judes.
It's no different than if he was saying, I like girls that are into floral bouquets, and then the camera shifted to a floral bouquet, right? It just so happens that the subject of conversation was a butt, so we looked at a butt. I think it's
So before we
different.
go deep on theory and butts, let's go ahead and talk about what happened
Butt
last
theory.
time. A butt theory. So, episode 21, Jujutsu Kaisen, where Hanami manages to barely survive Gojo's attack. Makihito reveals that the attack was a ruse to draw Gojo's attention away from the Tokyo High School, where Mahito killed multiple sorcerers and stole 6 fingers and 3 special-grade curse wombs. Geto once again alludes to his Shibuya plan on October 31, warning the curses that they must focus on sealing Gojo away and leave Sukuna and the students alone, as Sukuna has an interest in one of them, Megumi, and may explode if something happens to them. Despite everything, Gojo continues the exchange event, and instead of individual battles, he has them compete in a baseball game, allowing the students some downtime. So yeah, last time we had the baseball event wrap up, and now we're moving into something weird, I think.
I mean, well, for one, there's the name of the episode.
The origin of blind obedience.
Right, so it indicates that something, right? I mean, it's more so than the stretch of long ass name school battle starting from 0 to 4 or whatever. Versus the last episode's name that really didn't mean anything.
Well, we got episode 22, 23, and 24 here to watch, where the season just ends, right? So we got to be into something big here now. I feel like the last thing that happened would have been a good season ender, right? It's like everyone goes back, calms down, ends season.
Wait, what
arc.
episode are we on? Number wise?
We are watching episode 22 today.
Right. So we still have 2 more, right?
That's right, 2 more after this.
Right. Yeah. So I mean, the idea here is that we've been introduced to all of our main characters that I think we have anyway. And we don't have an Eisen hanging around or, no secret villain. Like, the big dude doesn't have a small dude hanging on his back as a growth. Looking at our inspirations, right? And I didn't watch Hunter x Hunter. I have no fucking idea what would be there as an example. So I don't think
the castle or anything.
Well, we don't have a mystery hidden main antagonist, is my point. So
yeah, it's all on the table, seemingly.
Yeah, and it seems like they already played their cards to do the big battle, and they lost, and they've already retreated, and we have 2 episodes left. Assuming this is not a 25 episode run, you said 24, so
yes, that's right.
Yeah, we have 2 episodes left to do what? We already played our cards. So I guess all they can do now is set up for, not the movie, because the movie's a prequel, to set up the threat for next season, I guess?
I guess so. I mean, we did just read the last time, they stole 3 curse wombs. We saw what one of them did before and how dangerous that looked to everybody. And I guess they're going to start it up again.
I mean, I just got no idea. The show has bounced around so constantly that the only real thread that I've been able to follow was the one time that we went with the emo kid, murdered his parents, and then attacked the school. After that, it's been like, okay, time for an exam, time for the schools to fight one another. Okay, that was out of nowhere.
Not so much mystery going on, right?
I guess it was out of nowhere in the aspect that it just appeared, but at the same time, was at the very start of the season, and then fell to the wayside for the whole, we're gonna take this bullied kid and torture him some more, and then kill him plot. I don't know, what's been the animal in the opening this time? Cat? Something with a cat.
Cat.
Someone's gonna die and turn into a cat. Wait, you said... Sorry, I'm pointing the wrong way. You said Hunter x Hunter had a cat thing.
Did I?
Didn't you?
I've never watched Hunter x Hunter.
Oh, when I said the Bleach thing and the Yu Yu Hakusho thing, I said Hunter x Hunter. I never seen that, and then you said something about a cat for Hunter x Hunter.
Did I? No, I don't remember that. Look, the only thing I know about Hunter x Hunter is that it's the story of a young kid whose father goes out to get smokes, and so he goes out to figure out what's so cool about smoking.
Okay, well,
That's all I
to
understand.
clarify, then, if I ever point at Griff that way for some reason, I've got him on a monitor over here, and sometimes I have him on a monitor over here, but the camera is over here, so I should always be pointing over here. It's a new setup. I'm trying to get used to it.
There you go. So I guess with that, let's just go ahead and watch and see what happens. But before we do, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and comment down below to feed that algorithm. On top of all that, if you watch more shows like this, unfiltered, uncensored, and uncut, as well as some early access stuff, you can go ahead and follow us over on Patreon. It's just $5 a month, but no pressure. It's all support the channel, just a little bit extra.
Click the link down below, join the Discord, let us know which one of the big... Well, it's not even the big three. Only one of them is part of the big three. Tell us which one of the one big three, and then two other fairly good shows as well. This is mostly like.
おい、聞いてんのか。だから開きっぱなしなんだよ、オートロックのドアが。何回も言わすなよ。
Oh, I thought he had the clapper on or something.
Yeah, that's actually funny. I'm picturing only that now.
It's the anger demon.
This is kind of a funny universe where karmically, assholes always get their comeuppance.
I also only just noticed now that the cat has a glowing eye.
Magic cat, okay.
Could be anything. And what do you mean assholes get their comeuppance? There's been plenty of assholes that didn't get their comeuppance.
Well, the entire point is that demons are produced by negative emotions. All the assholes produce the negative emotions, produce these demons or spirits, and then this guy gets killed by one.
But is he an asshole?
Well, he's yelling over the phone all day.
All day. He's yelling over the phone because he's being charged an exorbitant fee for something that broke down. Is he an asshole, or is he just right?
Well, I think by the fact that he attracted a spirit, he's probably wrong. That's my thesis.
What are spirits attracted by again, did you just say?
Negative emotions.
Negative emotions. You can have negative emotions and still be right.
I suppose so. But I feel like we're not necessarily meant to sympathize with the guy who is shouting at customer support.
Well, we don't know who he's shouting at. We didn't get the other side. We just know he's paying for a service, and they're fucking him over. I think we can all get in with that line. Just because it's customer support riff doesn't mean that they're the victim. They are, at the end of the day, they are at the end of the day charging him money for a service that they're not providing.
Oh, here he is. Let's find out.
Nope, we've already moved on. Same days of birth. Wait, same guy. The other guy was born a year later.
They're all arguing on the phone.
Maybe management's killing them. Maybe management's a scam.
It's the landlord who did it.
Yeah, but no, the first guy. Same year I was born. That's all I was pointing out. Well, clearly it got in because the door was fucking open. It seems easy to me. It's funny, it seems like they're going fast, but I'm pretty sure the speedometer was reading like 40.
I mean, they're on the highway. By the looks of it.
Do we know her?
I don't think so, unless she was like the doctor.
No, the doctor has giant bags under her eyes. And almost purple eyes, if I recall. Almost.
Cursed from middle school. I wouldn't even know where to begin with that. What happened in middle school that could do this?
術師視点でいろいろと探ってほしいっす。
すげえ釘先。
当然。
葬式。
Glad the vending machine was right outside the funeral parlor.
そう。
I guess never mind. That's normal.
これは参ったっす。他の3人
I never hung out where the coffin was. I went to where the food was.
実家暮らしなんでオートロックじゃないんすけど、玄関の前で殺されてるっす。以前から一人で帰宅した際、鍵が開いているのにドアが開かないと他の家族に言ってたみたいっす。
Seriously, this is stuff you do complain about angrily. The door is always open when I don't want it to be, and it won't let me out when I want it to.
It's definitely getting spooky. I like the vibe.
この中学に何かあるって。
そうだといいんすけど。
Someone's smoking in the distance.
先生にアポ取ったんでお願いするっす。
Maybe it's Hunter's dad.
わかりやすいのがいるわね。ぶん殴って構成させましょう。
なんで？お？え？
Oh, that face. That
Yeah.
with the giant fro thing.
お疲れ様です。
何よ、わかってるじゃない。
オーラってやつは隠してもにじみ出るもんだからな。卒業ぶりですね、伏黒さん。
Graduation? What are you still doing here then?
中学。ここ。
They got held back 4 years. They're 16. They're still in middle school.
お前中学で何した？いや、あいつらに聞いた方が早いな。
おい、バカ A、バカ B、こいつに何された？
俺らっていうか、この辺の不良半グレその他もろもろ伏黒さんにボコられてますから。
Top dog, Fushiguro.
Well, remember, he was like our first strongest guy in the show until Gojo showed up.
Embarrassed about being a middle school bully. Love it.
なんだ君たちは。他校の生徒が入っちゃいかん。
あんたこそ何よ。
He's the janitor.
なんで強気なの？
入館許可はもらってるっす。
ああ、君たちか。みんな若いな。
Man, talk about the aging Japanese population, huh?
てくれないと。伏黒君か。
He gets it.
どうも。覚えられてる。
So I just love it when somebody in your background says something after I say something.
武田さんは正規の方なんで。
じゃあ、あと任せたっす。
職務放棄。
Leaving him to be the social one. This feels like the wrong move.
それに森下か。亡くなったことにも驚きだが、彼らが卒業してもう20年近く経つのか。昨日のことのように覚えているよ。伏黒君ほどではないが、問題児だったからね。何が聞きたい？
I'm sorry, did you say he was to blame?
Yeah, they were blaming him earlier.
Well, I mean, it seems obvious that he's like first suspect.
黒い噂？問題児とはいえ、波の
I mean, unless we're blaming one of the kids that he beat up.
だが待て、罰当たり。
Well, they're older than he is, so.
あれじゃないですか？八十八橋のバンジー。
Who's older than he is?
まだいたのか AB。
The victims.
八十八橋。
So they can't be, like, cohorts.
Oh, did they say that?
Yeah.
おお、そうだ。深夜バンジージャンプをするの
Well, I guess that's fair. They were born in 1983, 1984. He looks like a teenager. Never mind.
俺よりバカって意外といる
I
よな。
kept the victims are my age.
俺たちはやんないっすよ。親世代の先輩とかが話してんのを聞いただけで。
ある日、カナダたち4人が
カナダ
無事をしてね。そう珍しいことではなかったんだが、家に連絡してみると前日から帰ってないというじゃないか。
They all went bungee jumping.
結構な騒ぎになってね。
They all jumped off a cliff together,
橋の下で倒れているのが見つかってね。
as somebody
大
told
説
them
教
to.
になったが、本人たちは何も覚えていないの一点張りだったよ。
当たりっすかね。
八十八橋なら俺も行ったことあります。
バンジーしに
心霊スポットとかは学校とかと同じ呪いが溜まりやすい。だから高専関係者が定期的に巡回するんだ。
You know what this really feels like all of a sudden? The episodes right before the last episode of Chainsaw Man.
そうっすね。
Oh, where they're just setting up more mystery?
Or it feels like
Yeah.
we're doing nothing important all of a sudden. And then it ties together
こ
somehow.
こにいた時はいろいろ世話になってたんでな。積木くんは元気か？
And yes, I know this is important because this is literally their jobs to investigate this sort of thing. But I mean, as compared to the giant emergency situation that we've been having, it's weird to go back to just a couple of people died.
Speaking of emergencies, we're right back to them.
生命を止め、他に害をなさないという縛りで存在を保証するんだ。スクナの指は有害じゃんか。あれは特別。
It's funny how they're all like pointer fingers, isn't it?
その上20に分割しても
Yeah, they're all weird.
All the ones that got eaten were pointer fingers. These are all pointer fingers. I've been specifically looking for the middle finger, but it hasn't shown up yet.
こっちは誰でもいいわけだ。おい、
We saw this on Next Time, didn't we?
I think so.
俺そんな持ってないけどさ、サルキットがなんかあんだろ。大丈夫かな。この状況で俺が見えてないとかマジで才能ないよ。はい。
If he can't see you, he's talking to the other guy at the back then, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Because the other one is a real person. Or, I guess human, I should say.
Oh, I mean, we don't know. We don't know if he's human or not. Just that people can see him. That's right, because remember the cafe where people just catching on fire all of a sudden around him.
Yup.
Because Volcano Man was there with.
着いたっす。恋の口峡谷、八十八橋。
Ah, they put up fences over it to keep the kids from bungee jumping further.
This means people have to climb the fence.
いや、起き抜けに申し訳ないんだけどさ。ちょっとお使い行ってきてくんない？
His nose was a mouth too.
Yeah, that nice and creepy.
ちょっと、呪霊の呪の字も出ないじゃない。
残影も気配もまるで感じられませんでした。
スカンとなると外れ。振り出しっすかね。
でも時間かけるのは
Looks like people have been waiting for that pounded fish cake.
だって有名な心霊スポットなんだろ。呪われてる人はまだまだいるかも。
The whole group is gonna get cursed here or something, I feel.
Who goes out of their way to get a Heisey cup?
確かにね。ピコーン！流行ってたのはバンジーっすよね。飛び降りるって行為が鍵なんじゃないっすか？
ピコーンって言った？今言った？
言った
それはもう虎杖で試しました。
え？もしかしてあのビニール紐で飛んだんすか？
あ、いた！よかった。伏黒さん。
誰だっけ？
I really expected he was like a motorcycle type, not a bicycle type.
Middle school.
って言ってたから本当によかった。
He's not in middle school. Well, his age isn't for middle school.
同級生。
姉ちゃんです。
よかった。覚えてくれてて。
昨日姉ちゃんに伏黒さんの話したんですけど。
Candy store.
森下さんって近所でお葬式やってて、その人と八十八橋のこと調べてるってこの子に聞いたから、何か関係あるのかなって。
Don't tell them.
だから森下さんが亡くなったことと橋が。
Well, they don't know that anyway. Yeah, see?
私言ってるの。中2の時夜の八十八橋に。
最近何かお家で変なことないっすか？家族の中で
Just insult her psychology or home life.
私の家、地方のアンテナショップやってるんですけど、私が帰る時だけお店の自動ドアが開きっぱなしなんです。
Ah, she realizes she's
お父
cursed.
さんもお
So
母さん
she's
も
next.
たまたまだって言うんですけど、
How are adults not concerned with the fact their doors don't close?
It's okay. It's perfectly safe in this prefecture.
I mean, not even that. It's raining today. The door won't close. You know, something.
自動ドアの話はいつ頃からっすか？
ちょうど1週間前から1日おきくらい。
被害者4人とも異常発覚から亡くなるまで最低でも2週間は空いてる。まだ少し余裕あるな。
当時八十八橋に一人で行ったわけじゃないわよね。誰と行ったか覚えてる？
やっぱり何か関係が。
自動ドアとはね。でも森下さんが亡くなったのには関係ないっすよ。
Yeah, something weird's been going on with all the doors related to that bridge. How do you
I
play
love
this
them
off?
trying to like keep up the masquerade here.
Yeah, it's swamp gas related to Venus.
一緒に行った人教えてほしいっす。嘘つくからには助けないと。
Yeah, it'd be real terrible to say, oh, the last thing I did was lie to this kid, I got killed.
部活の先輩2人。そうだ、伏黒くん。あの時、積み木さんも一緒にいたよ。
積み木って。
伏黒のお姉さん。
そうか。
Okay, so now we got personal stakes.
じゃあ、私はこの2人を家まで送り届けるんで。
We're gonna find out the sister's the one responsible. Oh, it's
Also,
gonna be
have we
terrible,
met his
so-
sister before?
Not yet, no. It was a surprise for everybody.
Well, I thought their shocked faces were more on the level of, oh, your sister's in trouble, not, you have a sister.
They did that one early in the episode.
I mean, it's either... I kind of also expected this to be the kind of show to pull that trick on, but I don't have a sister. You know, that sort of thing.
さんの護衛ですね。ですが、今手の空いているのが2級術師の方だけで。
2級。
被呪者の数がこちらの想定よりずっと多いとなると、呪いの等級も見直さねばなりません。おそらく虎杖君の成長を加味した上で割り振られた任務。そこからさらに危険度が上がるとなると、2級術師の手に
I mean, well, why don't you just assign him to guard his sister then?
個人的には撤退を進めます。
どうする？俺だけでも今すぐ戻るか？いや、もう3人でも危険な任務だ。2人だけには任せられない。来週には五条先生も帰ってくる。
Feels like the entire basis of this show is based on, oh, Gojo is missing, or Gojo's gone.
Look, if you knew Goku was around and he could beat up anything, you'd ask, where's Goku?
I guess, yeah, it's based on what happens to all the crime in Metropolis when Superman is in deep space.
Yeah, what's up, dude?
それより任務の危険度が釣り上がった。この件は他の術師に引き継がれる。お前らはもう帰れ。
He's dealing with all himself.
So I can't leave the danger to these two, but I can leave the danger to just myself.
Yeah, this could work out better if you just told them the truth.
I half expected we were going to focus on the truck that was in the background.
聞きたいことはあるんですけど。
手順っすね。藤沼さんは八十八橋の上には行ってないっす。肝試しは橋の下で行われたっす。
下なら虎杖も行きましたよ。
多分上から降りちゃダメなんすよ。呪霊が結界内にいるなら手順は大事っす。夜に下からそれからもう一つ。
術式を付与した領域を延々と展開し続けるのは不可能だ。となると、この結界は少年院の時のような未完成の領域だ。今回は逆に。
I mean, an incomplete domain still sounds like it's stronger than a nothing than your normal powers.
自分の話をしなさすぎ。
だな。
ここまで気づかないとはマジでテンパってるのね。
別に何でも話してくれとは言わねえけどさ、せめて頼れよ。友達だろ。
All my friends are dead. Quick, Sharingan. Turn your eyes into Sharingan.
積み木は寝たきりだ。この八十八橋の呪いは秘呪者の前にだけ現れる。本人が申告できない以上、いつ呪い殺されるかわからない。だから今すぐ払いたい。でも任務の危険度が上がったのは本当。
はいはい、もう分かったわよ。
初めっからそう言えよ。
Well, I mean, you have to know that she's last, which has to give you a time frame of over 2 weeks.
プレイが結界内にいるなら
I think they have like one more week on this.
Well, no, because it's going after the other girl.
それからもう
So you have to wait until she's dead.
峡谷の下に川があるかも。
You don't have to wait, but I mean, she has to die first before your sister's in trouble.
川や境界をまたぐ彼岸へ渡る行為は
Said every other show we've watched.
I like the vibe of the supernatural. It's like, oh yeah, we have to figure out the mystery, like where to specifically cross over and such.
払いがいがありそうね。
Remember that they can't misrule.
No.
伏黒、こいつ別件だよな。
Also, this is a partial domain, so I guess the rules can kind of get bent here.
お前らはそっち集中しろ。こいつは俺が払う。
I guess it has to be a specific kind of demon, because I've seen that in, like, One Punch Man, you know, like, the centipede version things, where it's a face, and it's got a mouth and everything underneath that. It's common in that, too.
Yeah, I think maybe it's supposed to be like a face eater mythology kind of thing.
Well, no, that's a different one, because you have that in, like, Avatar.
Yeah,
Where
that's
it's-
the one
where
I
it-
went to first.
Where it's different faces. I'm talking about having a face on top of another face, not like on top,
yeah.
but yeah, face here, and then mouth and face here.
Mhm.
That it seems to be a subtype of thing that I see in other places.
Right, but we finally escalated the action. We got like the payoff for the bad guys earlier. They're doing the Reader Repulsa now. I'll send a monster.
Yeah, I mean, you say it's an escalation, but it's still a de-escalation from 3 other attempts that they've made.
I guess we got to see like what they're actually on about here, because like the stuff they've been dealing with so far, it's like okay, makes perfect sense. We're on the right path. We're doing this. We don't know what the green blob's about yet.
Well, we also don't know what the fucking Diglet's about.
Well, I mean, the Diglett just kills people in doorways.
No, the Diglett that was there in the domain that they just approached.
Yeah. The Diglett is the doorway demon.
We don't know that. Didn't look the same.
Stopping real crime.
I don't know, it could be a curse. He didn't have a face.
お礼にご馳走させてください。
悪いですよ。
いいんですか？ありがとうございます。ごちそうさまです。
4代続くこの店も本当は父の代で畳むはずだったんですけど、私がわがまま言って続けてるんです。
I thought she was gonna start hitting on Megumi or something.
ですよね。この店、この味を。
話や。
お待たせしました。当店自慢、代々伝わる餃子定食です。
いただきます。
I mean,
Okay, Armstrong.
ごちそうさまでした。
yeah, this is lots of like funny skin and more just like very nice.
お前らさ、全然肉の味しなくてほぼつなぎとキャベツみたいな餃子どう思う？
I'm about to say, we don't know anything about those kind of meals, I feel like, to know that that's not how it's supposed to look or something.
でも餃子って肉料理じゃなくて野菜料理らしいよ。
Yeah, see, we don't know anything. It didn't play for us.
In authentic cuisine. Oh, they're getting the sheet beat out of them tomorrow.
Oh, I was just about to indicate that Gojo was in one of those split-second shots. Wearing
Of
sunglasses.
course.
Like square-off sunglasses.
Gojo shall return next time.
Basically.
So I really like this. This was just good mystery. Fun little supernatural mystery.
I mean, it's not really a mystery.
Well,
A mystery has to be a sequence of clues that you could solve before the show lets you. If the show has to literally give you everything for anything to make sense, then it's not a mystery. It's just a series of unraveling plot devices. It's like, that's why Detective Conan is a mystery. They introduce to you the thing, and then they give you sequential clues leading up to the end of the episode for you to figure out. This was here's the murder victim, we're going to show it to you, and then we're going to give you the answers all the way to the end.
I think every mystery has to be a detective novel.
Well, I'm saying it's not a mystery otherwise.
It's a supernatural mystery is what it is, entwined with drama.
It's a narrative if it's not solvable. It's not a mystery.
Maybe if we knew more about their universe, quick, buy the guidebook.
Well, that's what I'm saying. A mystery is solvable. That's not solvable. That is just something we have to be told.
Well, we don't know what's going on until they tell us. Ultimately,
That's why I'm not calling it a mystery, because we don't know anything until they tell us.
I still like it though. I think it hit the right vibes for what it is.
I don't know. Again, it feels off kilter to me because it's not on par with the other stuff. Like, it feels like the normal shonen route would be to scale up to a massive fight and then scale down with the recovery, learning about ourselves, etc. And the post. We just had that big fight, and now we're back to modern shit, right?
Right. Well, it feels more like a modern fantasy kind of thing, you know, like the hidden world and all that. That's what I got out of this one, and I guess it's just nice to see it. But those are my thoughts. You got any more? Anything stick out to you today?
No, I think I said everything.
Alright then, in that case, let's go ahead and wrap up for the day. This has been Stoneface Reactions, everybody. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and we'll catch you next time. See you around. Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below, and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video and what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?